Welcome back, everybody. We are continuing on our social patrol in Combat, Volume 2. And we are only 2 advances from making it back to our lines, and we have been jumped by the enemy. They've been tracking us the whole patrol. There's a lot of them out here in the woods. So we're going to face off against them in this, what is Firefight 1. I want to blather on for a bit here up front because, well, I'm a college professor and that's what we do. So I want to give you some context about what I'm thinking, strategy for this particular action. What are our objectives here? There are 13 enemy positions. Probably a quarter of them are going to be dummies over here. And there's only 5 of us over here. And one of us has got a light wound. That's Miller, who's still pissed off about that. And his soldier, his prisoner, who is shaken. I'm once again taking somebody out of the crew markers to represent the prisoner. And the prisoner is kind of beat up a bit now. I mean, Miller's kind of over-ambitious here. So he's coming along, so there's really only 4 of us to shoot. Now, victory conditions are the same as for most missions in combat, where we get points for killing a soldier, more for killing an NCO, even more for getting an officer, killing an officer. And then there are excellent points for getting prisoners. And at this point, it's prisoners, not kills, that we are after. According to the rules, we are not able to garner any patrol victory points by playing this particular mission. So there's really no upside for us in the patrol other than objective 1 is always don't die. So we're going to try not to die. Objective 2 is to try to rack up some more experience points. Our guys either have 2 or 3 experience points thus far. It'd be nice to get a few more experience points. And 3, we want to get another prisoner or 2, preferably an NCO or an officer to bring back to Lieutenant Fliss, just to top off this particular patrol with a cherry on top. And if we're lucky enough to capture a officer or an NCO, we're going to try to search them to see if they're carrying any papers that we can bring back to Fliss too. So, with that in mind, our tactic to match this strategy is going to be one that I haven't seen a lot of on online play. I've watched a lot of people play a lot of combat online, and I've never really seen this done, though this seems to be a good approach. We've got our 5 guys, and here is Miller. He's going to be with his prisoner. They're just going to be there. Our setup position, let's talk about overall layout here. Our setup position is, let's do this. Do that. All right, us, let's be blue, let's be rectangle. All right, we've got to be between 28 and 30. So we can set up over here. The enemy is over here. Their movement at the beginning is going to be pretty much evade. Technically it's evade, sprint, or run and gun, but it's muddy, so sprints turn into evades, and run and guns turn into evades when there's no LOS. Our visibility on this particular mission, here, visibility is only 4, so nobody's going to be visible or have LOS. These are all bocage, by the way. So we're not going to be able to see each other at all. And therefore everybody's essentially going to be doing an evade. They'll be here to there. So by the end of the first move, they're going to occupy something like 1, 2, 3, 4, somewhere around here and here, there, this area, there, that area. Now, after that, they'll start drawing orders normally. And as we saw last time, the AI is not particularly aggressive. So a lot of them are going to start drawing fire orders and they're going to hunker down. Our action is mostly going to take place around here. Our, well, technically final line of defense, it's not technically a final line of defense because if they get by us, it's not going to really endanger our overall unit's position because we're out front of our lines doing a patrol. If they get by us, it probably threatens us with being enveloped and captured. They get extra victory points, or we lose victory points, if they get past 19 in this area. So we start losing victory points if they get in there. So in reality, this bocage right here becomes sort of our line of defense that we can't let them get past. So our objective at first is to move as quickly as possible to occupy this line. I like this tree. That's a nice firing position to control this overall field. Remember, we're in June. Fields are low terrain in June, so they would be blocking for people who have Sherry commands, sneak, hide, rally, reload. So we have to remember that. So we want to occupy positions around here so that we can fire on them as they're coming through. Now the tactics I was mentioning to do this with a visibility of 4. It's all going to be up close, in close fighting. And that's fine for what I want to do. Because what I want to do is to, I'm going to turn this annotation back off to get it stopped. And I'm going to zoom in a little bit here and move over. Okay, I'm going to use 2 groups of 2. I'm going to have one person, Taylor, with a grease gun paired up with another soldier, our BAR, and then our other grease gun, where's Corporal Thomas there, paired up with Peters, a rifle. And these guys are going to just hunker down. My goal for Miller and his prisoner is to move up into these rocks here and hide. I want them out of the way. This is going to be the point where we deliver prisoners if we get any, because there's not a lot of LOS to it. Hiding in rocks is really good defense, and if I have to, I can push him up onto the hill to help with defense if we really get pressured, which, well, that would be a very bad deal. But if it happens, he's guarding that hill for us, holding it. All right, so that's where our prisoner's heading. They're not there yet, but they will be going there. These 2 teams, the idea is as we spot the enemy, we're going to try to fire on them, obviously, to hit them once. I just want to put a light wound, or if I have to, a bad wound. I'd rather have a light wound on them. That seems counterintuitive. I don't want to hurt them a lot. I just want to knock their TQC down by wounding them and maybe dinging their morale. So I just want to wing them because I want prisoners. Because prisoners will eventually count for patrol victory points for us. And, yeah, we can interrogate them and stuff later if we wish. So when we do wing them, from then on, I'm going to use my grease guns to suppressive fire. That gives me 3 shots, and suppressive fire is not modified by order or terrain or darkness or rain. It just goes straight through, and I've got pretty darn good weapon skills. 7 and 5, 3 shots for a 7, 3 shots for a 5 with no modifiers. Gives me a pretty good shot at hitting them, but these will never count as wounds. You don't flip cards. They just immediately have to try to pass morale checks. The idea is try to rout them. I want to rout them as fast as possible, and then their companions, my BAR man and my rifleman, who's a rifle grenadier, will run up and capture them. When they capture them, they will drag them back to Miller here in the rocks nearby. Once they're in the same hex with Miller, Miller will become the guard, and my BAR man or my rifleman, if it's an NCO or officer, will try to search them to find papers. If they're just a soldat, we just drop them off and run back to the line to try to get more prisoners. The rules don't really say how many prisoners one person can guard. I assume that one person can guard a whole gaggle of prisoners, because in World War II, whole groups of prisoners were being escorted by one person with just a Garand walking through the woods. He had a weapon, they didn't. They're not going to run. They don't want to get shot in the back. So I'm going to just keep dropping off my prisoners with Miller in the rock. And I'm going to keep trying to do that. Hit them once, suppress them to get them down to routing, then run up, because everything's going to be done up close within 4. A simple evade will be enough to run up and grab them, or we could charge, but an evade will be sufficient because we don't need to do melee. I don't want to do melee. Melee is dangerous. So that's the idea. We're going to hit them, suppress them, drop their morale to rout, move a soldier up quickly using evade, capture them, drag them back to Miller, and see if we can get a prisoner or 2. And if we get lucky and get an NCO or an officer, then we'll try to search them for papers, because papers will help us with patrol victory points too. And of course you can inspect papers at the end of our little patrol if we wish. That'll be one of the last decisions you have to make as a group, is if you want to further interrogate any prisoners we have, if we keep the one we have or if we add to them, and if we want to inspect any papers we happen to find. It's a chance to do good things or bad things, depending on how lousy your die rolls are. We also got 3 flares. The wind is going direction 4, which is straight north. So the flares, for our purposes, are really not going to play a role. I'm not going to use them because everything's going to be in close. I want to spot and then just start shooting and suppressing, and because the dark doesn't bother me for suppressing fire, because we're just shooting at areas, not particular soldiers, it doesn't bother me to shoot out into the dark. That is my overall blathering, the central plan. I will start up this. We're going to do this. It's 12 turns. And speaking of that, let's pull up the turn track here. On turns 3, 5, and 7, they have chances for reinforcements if they roll a 7 to a 9. So there's about a 1 chance in 3, about a 34% chance that they get no reinforcements like we did last time. That's probably not going to happen. There's only about a 2.7% chance that they will get reinforcements all 3 times. So there's roughly a 2 out of 3 chance that they're going to get at least 1 reinforcement. Alright, so it's 12 turns. I'm going to break this up into 4 videos, each 3 turns in length. This one, with my blathering, is going to be turns 1 to 3, which I'm just going to call setting up. In the second one, with turns 4 to 6, it'll be meeting up. That's about when we should be making contact, even if they are rather non-aggressive. 7, 8, and 9 will be heating up. That's when we'll get a lot of our attempts to hit them, avoid getting killed ourselves, and begin trying to get prisoners. And then the last one with the last 3 turns is wrapping up, where we will kind of disengage ourselves, probably last gasp of trying to get prisoners and disengage so we don't get hurt. This whole thing could easily go sideways on us. Our strategy and tactics kind of are assuming that we don't roll a boatload of 9s and run out of ammo while trying to suppress them. I have saved one reroll to cover that possibility, but one reroll is not very much. So if the 9s get wild on us, this whole thing could go sideways really fast. We shall see. We've managed to muddle through thus far, even though our stretch goals have been thwarted. We've managed to do mostly what we wanted. In the first attack mission, we did get the hill we wanted to get, though we lost our medic in the process. And in the second, with pursuit, where we were being pursued, we were trying to withdraw, we did get off the board, but we weren't able to inflict as much damage as we hoped because they were just reluctant to come out and play. We'll see how it goes sideways this time. So I'm going to stop here, get set up, and we'll record the first 3 moves. The first move is going to be really fast because there's no chance for interaction. And then 2 and 3 will play out normally, and we'll see where we're at, how it shapes up. So let me get set up. I'll be right back. Alright, I am back and done blathering. Let us begin this particular firefight. So the first thing we have to do is set up our hand. So we got 3 cards. We got good shooting on the last one. So we're going to save that one until last just in case. And I really don't care about the initiatives at all because it's irrelevant. So I'm going to take the worst one first and make this my initiative card. That's done. Now we have to position our soldiers and give them their orders. We have to stay in 28 here. So I'm going to put Miller right here. And he's going to be I got to give him, oh come on, there. Now other orders, I want a guard. And I'm going to make him an evade. Guards can have evade orders, and he's heading for those rocks. I'm going to put these 2 guys on top here, these 2 guys underneath here. There we are, we're all on 28. We have to give our flares to people. I'm going to give 1 to Miller. And I'm going to put it down a couple spots. There. So Miller's got 1. And we'll give our BAR guy a flare. And we'll give our rifle guy a flare. There, they're all assigned. And these are all going to get evades. It's as fast as we can move. That's done. Impulse 1, we got to give these guys their orders. They're coming out of A. We'll draw from cup A. My computer with Java is a little bit slow. It's a Mac. Maybe somebody knows some settings I can change to speed this thing up. It chugs along and eventually it'll spit them out. Drawing out of cup A, which was soldiers 3 through 15 and 5 dummies from each of the 4 colors. I believe I did the right thing there. And 3 through 15 means I do have officers and NCOs for all 4 colors. I think I hit the wrong key. So I did it by menu there. Still chugging. Patience. Not one of my virtues. And then we'll start giving them orders. Which is just rolling on D10s. There we are. That was painfully slow. So we got 3 whites. We got 3 yellows. We've got 2 blues. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 reds. So red predominates. And nice mix. Alright. So the first guy rolls a 6, which is evade 5, 6. Evade 5, 6. Next guy rolls a 9, which is an evade 6. Next guy rolls a 3, which is an evade 6, 5. Next guy rolls a 6, which is an evade 5, 6. Next guy rolls a 7, which is an evade 6, 5. Next guy rolls a 5, which is an evade 6. Next guy rolls a 4, which is, say, evade 5. Next guy rolls a 6, which is an evade 5, 6. Next guy rolls a 7, which is an evade 6, 5. Next guy rolls a 1, which is an evade 6. Next guy rolls an 8, which is an evade 5. Next guy rolls a 0, which is an evade 5. And the last guy rolls a 2, which is an evade 5, 6. I just gave them all evades because it doesn't matter. A run and gun, a sprint, they're all evades at this point. So initiative doesn't even matter. All I'm going to do is move everybody. Make up for my blathering. We'll speed through this. Everybody's going to move. So let's just do the enemy first. I'll do them from the bottom up. Even though that's opposite of what you're supposed to do, it doesn't matter. Evade 5, 6. So it goes up, down, up, down. Evade 5 is all up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Evade 5 is all up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Evade 6 is all down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Evade 6, 5 is down, up, down, up. Evade 6 is all down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Evade 5 is all up. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6 is up, down, up, down, up, down. Evade 6 is all down. 1, 2, 3, 4. They're together. Okay, 5, 6 is up, down, up, down, up, down. And them down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, up, down, up, down. And there they are. That's their first move. My first move, Miller heading off for those rocks. 1, 2, 3, 4. We want these guys to get up, try to take this tree line. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Moving along. Got to keep track of this southern flank, make sure they don't get out in this field and get away from us. So these guys are going to occupy this bocage. These guys are going to occupy this bocage, trying to get up to these trees. We'll see. We shall see. That's going to be turn 1 done. Back to impulse 1 up to turn 2. Don't have to clear these because I didn't do it. Here I just have to clear this card. Next turn they get to roll reinforcements at the beginning. Alright, and I can remove my move markers. And I can remove all the orders because we're done with that turn. Turn 2. Alright, hand. Next card. This one for initiative. My orders are going to be all evades. Alright. Their orders. Now we have to use cards. Alright. The white card. He is going to be... Oh, sorry. These guys are all bold, by the way. Give them their bold markers. There. Alright. He's bold in cover. He gets a sneak. 6-5. Touch off here. Sneak. 6-5. That's white's card. Alright. This guy's bold in the open. Sprint, which is evade 5. Yeah, they're a little more rambunctious this time, aren't they? So far. Evade 5. I don't want him as moved. I take those moves off. Okay. And that's going to be red's card. Another red one, bold in cover. Evade 6-5. That just gets removed. I already have a red card. Yellow, bold in the open. That's open, right? Yeah, that's open. Bold and open. Evade 5-6. That's yellow's card. Another yellow, bold in the open. Aim fire. That gets discarded. Red here is bold in the open. Aim fire. Gets discarded. Yellow on top. That's cover. Okay, bold in cover. Suppressive fire. That's yellow. I already got a yellow. And the white one underneath, bold in cover. Rapid fire. He's in the right spot. I already have a white one, so that gets discarded. Red, bold in cover. Evade 6. Already got a red order. White, bold in the open. It's open. Yep, bold in the open. Bold in the open. Sneak 6. Blue, bold in cover. Rapid fire. And that's blue's card. Alright, red, bold in cover. Running gun 6-5. And blue, bold in the open. Yeah, bold in the open. Evade 6-5. They got a lot of move orders. They're being way more aggressive than last time. Alright, I'm going to take all those moves off. Okay. Alright, let's get our turn up. Let's get our impulse. Let's get our initiative order. My lowest is 22, then 30. So 21's before. Yellow, Abel, Charlie. Yellow, Abel, Charlie. And then my highest one is 68. So that's next. Baker. And then their last ones are, let's see here. Blue, red, white. Blue, red, white. Yellow, Abel, Charlie, Baker. ACB. Yellow, ACB. Impulse 1. Here we go. Evade 5. Drink. No LOS. Keeps on going. Okay. Aim, fire. All done. Suppressive fire. All done. Yellow. A. Evade. Fast as we can. 1. C. Here. B. Boom. 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 Blue, red, white. Blue. Done. Evade 6. Red. Evade 5. Evade 6. Aim, fire's done. Evade 6. Run and gun 6. Blue, red, white. White. Sneak. Done. Rapid fire. Done. Sneak. Done. That looks like everybody. Alright, that was easy. Impulse 2. Firing impulse. Take the moves off. Yellow. Evade 6 this time. Aim, fire's done. Suppressive fire's done. A. Boom. C. Boom. B. Boom. 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 And it's blue, red, white, right? Blue, red, white. Blue. Rapid fire. Done. Wrong button. Blue. Evade 5 this time. Goes up. Send him to the bottom of the stack. Blue. Red. Split that stack up. Red. Evade 5. Evade 5. Aim, fire. Evade 6. And run and gun 5. Blue, red, white. Sneak can do it this time. 6. White, sneak 5. And this guy, that's just a rapid fire. That's impulse 2. Still no contact. To our turns. Impulse 3. Take our moves off. Yellow. Evade 5 this time. Aim fire still doesn't do anything. Suppressive fire still doesn't do anything. Yellow. Able. Come here. Come here. Come here. Able. Charlie. No threat. Baker. Boom. Oop, had a little interruption. That's all right. Picking up where we left off. We're moving Baker yet. So we'll move these guys down, move these guys up here. Then it's blue, red, white. Okay, blue. Now these guys are down here. And they've got rapid fire, so that's just done. These guys are evade. This is impulse 3. Lost track of where I am. Impulse 3. So that's moving down. Blue, red, evade 5 up there. So they're gaining access to this field now. Red, aim fire is not moving. Evade 6 here is down. Yeah, so they're taking up position already on that bocage. Reds, reds, reds. Here's an evade 6 down. They're being more aggressive than I had hoped. But we'll deal with it. And run and gun 6 down. And now white. Sneak is not going to do anything in third impulse. And rapid fire is not going to do anything. This sneak is also not going to do anything. He almost snuck away from my vision. All right. That's the end of impulse 3. Let's go to impulse 4 and clear all those moves. And yellow is up first, and he's evading 6, and he's going right into that field. He cannot do anything, and he cannot do anything. That's yellow. Alrighty. We're hoping for this bocage here. We're going to have to be careful. It's okay. We can get through this. And I've got to control these guys down here. This is Peters. I need... There's no LOS. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're fine. Even though we're on a hill, kind of exposed. Don't like that a lot. These guys are going to run here. We're going to duck that back. And these guys are going to go over. Best to stay in cover when you can. And up here, blue. Blue, 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 blue. He's moved. This is impulse 4, so he's going 5, which is up. And we'll put him on the bottom of the stack and open that stack up so I can see what the heck's going on. That's blue, red, evade 5, running like crazy to the flanks. What are you doing, guy? You're messing up my plan. Red. Alright. Evade 5, which is also up. Aim fire. Can't do anything. Red evades 6, going down along the bocage, almost like he knows what he's doing. And this guy's going to run and gun 5. Following the bocage like he knows what he's doing. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're getting close, but obviously there's no LOS. That bocage is all in the way. But we're getting close to making contact now, so we got to start paying attention to what we're doing here in the dark. Alright, that's blue, red, white. White, white, white. White can sneak. He sneaks 5. Sneaks 5. He is rapid fire, and he's not doing anything. And we got a sneak hiding here on me. He's 6. That goes down. He's sneaking into the field. And when he's sneaking, nobody can see him because of that low terrain. So yay. 1, 2, 3, 4. They can actually make it to there. Let's think about what we're doing before we actually go to the next turn here. Now, we've made it to the rocks. These guys are just going to hide for the duration. If I sneak, they're not going to be able to see me. Well, for one thing, I get a -2 for spotting, but they're not going to have LOS because they're looking across fields, and if I'm sneaking, they can't see me through the low terrain. So I can play it kind of safe. And I will sneak into firing positions into this bocage. I'm going to sneak in and try to spot them. No, if I sneak in, I can't spot them. But I can sit there and see what they do. They won't be able to spot me. I won't be able to spot them. But it's only turn 3. We're going to see what we get for reinforcements. So if I sneak, there won't be any spotting. There can't be any firing. Nothing too bad can happen. Ha! Famous last words. That's the plan. We take our moves off. We take our orders off. I go to the turn track. I set it back to impulse 1. I clear these guys off. Clear them off. I move the turn marker up. We roll a die. 7 to 9, they get reinforcements, and they do not get reinforcements. So we're just going to remove that. He goes to turn 3. No reinforcements thus far. We're in turn 3. I bring up my display. We're going to clear out their cards and my card. I'm going to bring up my hand. My last card, I get +1 friendly shooting. Should I stick with my plan, or should I try to take advantage of the +1 friendly shooting? It's not worth it, because it's going to take me a bunch to try to spot people. Most I get off is 1 shot, and then I'd be seen. Let's wait 1 more turn. We'll burn this card. Not worry about it. Stick to plan. Stick to plan. Initiative. Alright. My orders. Sneaking. These guys are going to duck back. No, they're going to hide. They're hiding. These guys are going to sneak. Those are my orders, just like I said. Cool. Their orders. Alrighty. The red guy way up north. Bold. In the open. Fields are open. Run and gun 4-5. He's running north on me. That's annoying. We'll deal with it later. White, bold and cover. Hiding. I can deal with that. You stay hiding there. Another red one, bold, in cover. Run and gun 6. Yellow one here, bold in the open. Rapid fire. Alrighty. Yellow one, bold in the open. Aim fire. Top one, bold in cover. Yellow one, bold in cover. Rapid fire. Bottom one, the white one, bold in cover. Aim fire. We got both of those, we're just missing blue. Bold in the open for this white guy here. Sprint, that's an evade 6. Okay, the blue one, bold in cover. Rapid fire. Blue card. Red one, bold in cover. Suppressive fire. Another bold in cover for this red one. Run and gun 5-6. He could become problematic. This blue guy, bold in cover. Aim fire. That's the orders. Yep. All right. Things are a little messed up here. Get everybody's orders in the right spot. Okay. Stacks are set. Let's get our initiative. My lowest is 18. He's got some low numbers. Look at that. So it goes yellow, red, white. All right. White was 11, and then he's 33. So then it's Charlie, Abel, blue. Charlie, Abel, blue, Baker. Alrighty. Turn 3. Yellow, red, white. Impulse 1. Yellow. Rapid fire. Done. Aim fire. Done. Aim fire. Done. Yellow's not doing anything this turn. Yellow, red, white. Yes. Red. Run and gun 4. Run and gun 6. Hey, didn't I give you an order? I missed him. Sorry about that, folks. He's in the open. Sneak 5, 6. Alright, that's fixed. Sneak is not moving. Red. Suppressing fire. It's done. Run and gun 5. Run. And look at that. He's got line of sight now. Let's see. Let's get in a little closer. See what's going on here. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Where's my little magnifying glass? Alright. Yep. Range 4. Range 3. Range 3. Range 4. So he can take a shot at viewing 4 of my guys. Told you he was going to be trouble. So he's got 4. Range of 4 is going to be +1. That's a 5. -2 for sneaking or hiding in the dark. So 5 is a 3. And he's sneaking in the open. We'll start from the top and work our way down. 3 and sneaking in the open. Get our charts, Cliff. Get your charts. Spotting. Sneaking in the opens -1. So that'd be a 2 or less. And he does not see him. And now for Thomas, 2 or less. Does not see him. And now for Peters, 2 or less. Does not see him. And we're hiding in the rocks. 3 and hiding in the rocks is -5. He needs a 0 and help. And does not get it. So while he snuck up, he can't see squat. But I'm going to have to think about what I'm doing. And that sneaking guy, he was actually in a tree here. It would have been even worse. So it doesn't matter because he didn't see me in the open. He wouldn't have saw me in the tree. That's kind of wild. Okay, that's red. I'm going to back up a bit here with my magnification. Okay. White. I got all the reds. Yeah. White's hiding is done. And rapid fire, white is done. And evading 6. And he has no LOS. And he's gotten up to the trees that I wanted. He is not dilly-dallying. He's pressing up. We're just going to have to hold the line at 19 and not be so aggressive. I thought we might be able to get more aggressive, but no. Alright, Charlie, Abel, blue. Charlie. It's down here. Yeah, we don't have to do, well, we can't do anything on a sneak, but we can spot. It's 1, 2, 3, so we get a +1. So he's got a TQ of 7, +1 is 8. And he's running and gunning, so I don't have to take the -2. Running and gunning in bocage. 8. Run and gun in bocage, so a 7 to see him. 9. And it begins. Alright. He's blind. I do not waste rerolls on spotting attempts. We're going to need them for our suppressing attempts. And we've only got one of them. So that's Charlie. Abel. my other automatic. Up here, sneak. I can't do anything on a sneak, and I can't spot anybody, so he's done. Now blue, and then Baker. Blue. Blue, 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 blue. Rapid fire is done. Aim fire is done. And my Baker boys, he stays hiding. And of course these guys can't do anything, but he can try to spot. This guy can try to spot too. He can't move, but he can try to spot at a range of 4. He's a 5. +1, -1. So a 5 to spot him. 4, and we do spot him. And he's a dummy. All gone. Alright, so he's done. And he's done. To our turn marker, impulse 2. Okay, impulse 2. Take the moves off. Yellow, red, white is first. Yellow, not doing anything. And not doing anything. Any other yellows? I think that's it. Yellow. Red. Run and gun. It's a gunning turn. Nobody spotted. He's going 5. He's on a wild flanking move. I hope he's a dummy. We're going to have to run up and deal with him. He's going to cost us points. Decisions. Do I want to track him down? I might have to. I don't know. Don't worry about it, Cliff. Focus. Focus. Run and gun. We got a stack here. There's our other yellow. And he's done. I knew there was one more. He's hiding in the stack. This guy's a run. He's going 6 down. And sneaking, he can sneak. So goes 5. Suppressifiers done. And then white. If I'm not mistaken, white. Hiding is done. And rapid fire is done. It's yellow, red, white. And it's able. Sneaking. I choose not to sneak on this impulse. I do choose. I'm going to sneak here. I'm going to sneak one more north just to keep tabs on this guy, and I can still get down to these guys. Charlie. Sneaking here with the idea of getting into here before I run into more trouble. I want to grab some territory. Alright. Charlie, Abel, blue, Baker. Blue. Done. Done. My Baker boys. Done. Sneaking, I'm going to wait to sneak on impulse 2 here. I'll go in here next time. I don't want to have to sneak more than necessary. Holding at 19, so I'm going to call him done. And here, sneaking, for the same reason, I'm going to wait with this guy. That's the end of impulse 2. Go to impulse 3, a non-shooting, non-sneaking impulse. Remove the moves. Yellow, red, white. Yellow's not doing anything. So he's not, and he's not doing anything. Red, run and gun 4 this time. Run and gun. Sneak is not doing anything this time. Can't do it. Run and gun 6. Moves down another 1. He cannot see him because he's sneaking. That's a Sherry command, and the low terrain blocks it. So that's fine. No spot there. This is not doing anything because there's no LOS. Yellow, red, white. The hiding does nothing for him. And the rapid fire does nothing for him. And our evade 6 is going to move into this edge row here. And he can try to spot. So let's see what we got here. No. Possible, possible, possible. 3 attempts. We have Sherry command, so the 4 minus 2 is 2. Sneaking in the open is a minus 1. 4 minus 2 is 2. Minus 1 is 1. But he gets 1 for being close. These are 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's too far away, isn't it? See, range of 3, range of 4, range of 5. He can only try 2 of them. The other one's in the dark. And that's no. So he gets 2 tries. So 4 minus 2 is 2, plus 1 is 3, minus 1 is 2. 2. No. And he's sneaking in trees. That's minus 2. So 4 minus 2 is 2. Plus 1 is 3. Minus 2 is 1. Yeah, he sees him. Spotted. Oh, but we need to see if this guy's actually able to spot. So I want to peek at him. Yeah, he's real. So he is spotted. Alright, it begins. I roll 9s, he rolls 0s. That's blue. This rapid fire is not doing anything. And he evaded and sees with the spotting, and he can choose to duck back, so he needs to see if he ducks back now before I move on with. It was white who did that. I'm not up to blues yet. And take that off. There. We're on white. This guy moved in here. He did spot him. We need to see if he ducks back, 4 or less. He does duck back. There, that's proper. That's white. Impulse 3 white. Now it's Charlie Abel Baker. Well, I can't do anything. Here's my Charlie. He's sneaking. He's just sitting still. He can't spot anybody. He's just sitting there. See, he's done. And he's sitting here. He can try to spot. So he's a 7 plus 1 is 8. He's ducking back. That doesn't count. 8 ducking back in bocage. Ducking back in bocage, 6 or less. 7. He's done. It's gonna be one of those days. It's okay. Blue, Baker. Blue. Yeah, that's not doing anything. Blue, that's not doing anything. Baker. These guys are hiding and not doing anything. They're too far in the dark to do anything. And my Baker boys got a sneak here. He can't go anywhere, but he could try to spot. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 5 plus 1 is 6. Ducking back was -1, wasn't it? My memory. Ducking back in bocage, -2. So 5, 6, 5, 4. Yes, he's better at spotting. So we spot him. And we got a real soldier spotted. Game on. So we've spotted each other. And of course he can't do anything, because it's impulse 3. That's the end of impulse 3. We go to impulse 4. Alright, we're almost done with this recording. Impulse 4. Take the moves off. Begin again. Yellow, red, white. Yellows don't do anything. He's done. This is a firing impulse. He can't see anybody. No LOS. And he can't see anybody. Yellow. Red, white. Red. This is a sneaking impulse. 5. Sneaking 6. Boom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No LOS. Run and gun. 6. Can't see anybody, so he moves 6. And now he can attempt to spot. No. No. Possibly. He's already spotted. And no, that ridgeline is going to stop that. So yes, and already spotted. So 4. Sneaking is -2. 4, 5, 4, 3, 2 for sneaking in the open. So a 2. And he spots him. Alright, those two are spotted. That's a little problematic. We're in tight here. We're going to have security for charge attacks. This is going to get in close, uptight, and personal. It is what it is. Alright. That's red. We're doing reds. This suppressifier has nothing. And then whites. Of course, hiding does nothing. This rapid fire does nothing. And this duck back turns into a hide. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cannot spot him. These two are already spotted, so white is done. It leaves me with Charlie Abel. Charlie. He's spotted. This is my Charlie. I'm going to sneak here. I have no LOS here. No LOS here or there, but I do have LOS there, and he's run and gun. So this is a 7. Plus 1 for distance is 8. Run and gun in Bocage. Run and gun in Bocage is -1. 7, 8, 7. 8. Oh my goodness. This guy is blind. We need to buy him some glasses. Alright. Sneak. I'm going to go up this way. There's no LOS because we're sneaking and all that low terrain is in the way. Blue Baker. Blue, 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 blue. Rapid fire does nothing. Aim fire. Can't see me. Blue. And my Baker boys. Hiding. Sneaking. I'm going to sneak into here. And I can't spot this way because of that low terrain, but this way I can. That's 5, 6. Run and gun in Bocage was -2. Run and gun in Bocage -1. So 5, 6, 5. Spots him. He's a better spotter. Alright, so we got some not too intimidating soldiers here that we can start to work on. And this sneak here, sneaking up here, and he does not have LOS to there, and it doesn't matter because he is spotted. Alright, this is going to be where I stop with this, because on our turn here, this goes back to 1. These guys get cleared. This goes up to turn 4. On our display, we clear our card so I don't forget for next time. And clear our card. I clear the moves and I clear the orders. Alright, we're at the mercy of the deck. We've moved up and we are in close contact. This is wild stuff. So, we're going to have to work on this guy first. This guy, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, can't see us in the rocks. We're okay. This Bocage is going to keep us out of LOS from him until he moves. If he gets a charge or a grenade, he's going to be problems. These two guys have LOS to them. So this, my first pair, is going to execute our first attempt. We want to get a hit on him and then suppress him. So my guess is we're going to just fire, aim fire with Peters, and put a rapid suppressive fire down with Thomas so we can fire on all 4 impulses. Let's see if I go to fire commands. Fire orders. If I do rapid fire, there's suppressive fire. Let's see what that looks like. Fires every impulse. That's what we're going to do. So we will fire every impulse, 3 shots, trying to knock him down. He's only got a TQ of 5. So he's got a 60% chance of passing, but we hit him enough times, we can start to break his morale, keep his head down so he doesn't get any shots off. Hopefully these guys start drawing some more fire commands so they trickle in a little more. I'm going to have to send Taylor up to figure out what this guy is. Maybe he's just a dummy and we can get rid of him and then move back down, but I can't afford him to flank us and lose us points. I'm going to not track 2 people up there. I'm just going to let Taylor take care of him and work his way back down from the north. Here, we're just going to put like an aim fire on Johnson and get these guys out in the open. Yeah, we hope to knock this guy back. And then this guy, if he moves up, we're going to have to take care of. So, target 1. We're going to use this guy as some covering fire. Track down our wayward son. Not a bad start. We'll see if it really goes sideways next time when we start meeting up. I will catch up with you then. Bye.